Good evening. At Faception, we have successfully addressed a challenge that is as old as humanity, knowing the personality of individuals. The reason I'm here today is because we did it successfully using computer vision and AI technologies. Our vision is to teach computers to understand humans through a single piece of personal information, an image of a face. So why we do it? On November 15, Paris was attacked. Only 3 of the 11 terrorists had a previous record, which meant they could be recognized by the current computer vision systems. The others were anonymous, but after the fact, we successfully classified 9 of these people as potential terrorists without any prior information for us. They were totally anonymous for us because we did the classifier before the event. So, major problem we aim to resolve is to detect or observe anonymous people and their personalities. Facial analysis technologies today mostly focused on facial recognition, which means matching a face to a non-individual, for example, an introvert or terrorist or alike. But what about the people that are not in the database, the anonymous people, and their personalities? We know nothing about them. And there is no real technology solution to this problem as of today. So in the next slides, I'm going to show you some of our latest classifiers. Here you can see, in the world of fintech and insurtech, a classifier shows about the financial crimes potential of Mr. Denis Kozlovsky, former Tyco CEO. And it's the first time that it has been done. Here we discuss retail opportunities, whereby you can see retail behavior of compulsive shopper. You can see this nice lady in the mall. And when the camera takes her face, it's been classified as a high rate potential to be compulsive shopper. So we can track and measure compulsive or activities in real time in this domain, and also in the same time made analytics on people behavior. Here you can see smart machine-human interaction of brand promoters or opinion leaders. By the way, the left guy is stronger than the right side. So it can be very useful for interaction between smart machines and people in the real physical world. So some background from the scientific point of view. According to social and life science research, our personality is determined by our DNA. It changes due to trait variations that results from external or environmental factors and very slightly reflected in the face structure. We are not with mimicking, we are the face structure. Our technology discovers these correlations and encodes them as facial image classifiers like credibility, potential to be criminal, social sensitivity, and the like. Using state-of-the-art technologies from computer science, like algorithms in computer vision, deep learning, machine learning, and all the world of data science, we developed this technology, first of the kind, and currently we are the single source for this technology in every market almost. We have granted patents, and we yet not have competition. I think this is a temporary situation. How we are different from facial recognition technologies? First, we are single source yet. And we not deal with authentication about who is this guy, but what is his characteristics. And it's done totally anonymous, while others need to know the person itself. And the outcome is real-time personalization, business information, everything that's related with people, personality, and their interaction. And the technology being used, we developed traits and classifiers like potential or probability of somebody to have this trait or behavior, at least need to be 80% accuracy in blind testings. About privacy and fairness usage. So we have the 3 no strategy. First, it's done anonymous, totally anonymous. So we don't need to know the people name, identity, social profile, SIM card number, nothing. It's like blood testing. Second, It's objective. There is no discrimination by gender, age, ethnicity, demographic, who is your football team and what you like to do. It's totally objective. And third, we don't store people information. We only store classification, and we don't need big data. Therefore, we are compliant totally with the European GDPR. To lead this new domain, we gathered a very seasoned team with great personalities, as you can see. This is my 5th company. 2 of my previous companies were acquired. Our CTO is a world guru in video analytics, has more than 30 years experience in computer vision, 20 of which in facial image analytics. And we have combined domain experience of more than 160 years. To sum up, it's the first time people and technology can be merged. And everything is personal, as everybody knows. We found the path. Well, this is a roadmap for many domains this technology can be applicable for. So from finding anonymous criminals or terrorists towards anything that's related with personalization and services. And by the way, if you like to have a good matching for dating or your next husband, try Faception. Okay, thank you.
So I'm getting married soon, but for the next husband, I might go and speak to you. Please now open the floor to questions for the honorary judges.
Hi, hello. That was a great presentation. Thank you. How do you test this? How do you know that your results are accurate?
Well, testing is done always through a third party or the final client of us by blind testing. So they know the population specifically, and we are meeting the test group first time and need to make the analytics on these guys.
And so do you know how many people you've tested it on? How many faces?
Usually they're like mass of few hundreds to few tens of thousands of people that they know what their type of.
And so, final bit from me. So can you use this across whole large groups of people, across crowds, or does it have to be like one individual at a time?
The classification is done per face. So we can do it on mass of people in the same time, but usually it's per face, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Peter, please.
Thank you. Can I ask about your data sets? What's the size? What are the source? Do we have issues to do with privacy?
I think that about privacy I replied earlier, but when we make the learning study, we always use tagged information, but we don't have the people identity. So what usually is being done is supervised, if it's tell you something. We take out any details, and after one descriptor run, it's totally unknown. It's a collection of numbers. So privacy is being kept.
But in terms of the actual number of examples you're using in the machine learning, I mean,
it can be tens K of subjects.
Okay, but I mean, to me, I would imagine there would be cultural differences. We don't all express ourselves in exactly the same way, depending on where we're from. Yes, you can remove demographics, but are you actually able to... I mean, do you have sufficient data sources to represent all cultures, for example?
What we do with clients is we make localization. So we are stick to the current population that the client is needed us for.
So this sounds like it's a consultancy-type business at present. This is not a product that can be just rolled out everywhere. This is you go to a specific client and you train on a specific data set?
Sorry, this is going to be the very last question.
No. We also have general population, so it's about how we develop the classifier.
Okay, thank you very much. Time is up. Thank you very much for your time.